What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we got to be talking about what Hansi Flick is doing with Barcelona's roster, and also what is the club trying to do with new signings. Are we building the Avengers? I don't know. But without further more, like, comment, subscribe, and share whatever. Do whatever you want to do. Support the channel, and let's get into it. So Barcelona, according to Fabrizio Romano, are actually interested in Nico Williams, and now we're going further than that. They're planning to put a bid in, and a lot of reports are pointing to next week as for when this transfer could be done. Hopefully, it is. Hopefully, before the U.S. tour. But like, could you imagine Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal, just balling up? Just the vibes would be fire. Just the preseason vibes before the first match day in La Liga would be amazing. And I think it's something we got to see. And for those wondering who's going to start, most likely Nico Williams is going to start. Rafinha will have to fight his way into the starting 11. But who cares? We have a lot of depth, and we're trying to be a top team. Real Madrid, they're always bringing Camavinga, and so some guys, Joselu was scoring a lot for them. Arda Güler, Brahim Diaz. We need to have a bunch of difference makers like Rafinha on our bench, or sometimes in the 11, depending on who's on in form, who's performing. But next up, we got to be talking about Hansi Flick. These are problems for him to decide. He is a top coach, and with preseason, we're seeing him implement a lot of new strategies. He does like to play two wingers. We know that. He likes to double pivot. These are all solutions and problems that Hansi Flick's got to deal with. I think eventually he'll get it right. Probably like 2 months into the season, he'll probably have his best lineup, especially with all the injuries that we have currently. But the crazy part is that FC Barcelona apparently, according to a lot of reports, have placed a bid in for Dani Olmo. Apparently, the bid is also around 60 million. I don't know if it's straight up or if we can split the payments and there's like a structure for it. I hope it's like that instead, because straight up, I don't know. Javier Tebas is going to be talking like Barca can't do. He, you know what he does, but this is very interesting because Dani Olmo at the Euros was incredible for Leipzig. He is one of their top players, and Dani Olmo is a good player. Is he world class? I don't know. Is he a good player? Yes, he is. Is he another option? A player that should be a starter? Probably, but rotational, depending on how he's playing. He is a good player, and this I don't have a problem with that at all, because how many times has our offense been lackluster, our midfield sometimes not produced, and Dani Olmo gives us a bunch of options now. Pedri, I hope, will be playing deeper. Gavi will also be playing deeper, hopefully, and morph into like a N'Golo Kante type of player, because he already has the ball playing, he has the tenaciousness, he has the movement. I could see these guys playing their best roles now, and then we still have Frankie De Jong. And this is very interesting. This is a very interesting signing, not only because he's a good player, but I didn't expect Barcelona to be this ambitious early on in the window. But with Nico Williams and Dani Olmo, Barcelona's attack is, I'm not going to lie, it's actually kind of interesting. This is a very interesting attack. You don't know who's going to start completely, other than probably Lewandowski in the attack. And in the midfield, there's literally a bunch of options, because even Hansi Flick apparently said he's okay with Romeu staying with, which I disagree on. But Nico Williams is going to add speed. He's going to add creativity out wide. Dani Olmo, he's going to be that effective shooter. He can score goals, and then he can also pass the ball. He gets assists. He is a 10. He is a natural 10. That's probably the most interesting thing. Pedri's a good 10, but he's a great 8. And he's a good 10 because that's not actually his natural position, but he's still good there. But Dani Olmo is actually more effective at the 10 position. We saw it with Spain in the Euros. And Hansi Flick, he's a top manager. So I'm expecting some solutions. I don't want any excuses. I don't want like we didn't get the players, because let's be honest, Xavi did not get this support in his second season. In his first season, his first full season, by the way, he did get Rafinha, Lewandowski, Kunde, even young guys. I'm pretty sure like Pablo Torre. But even what Frank Kessié, Christensen, it was a crazy summer. Second season, he didn't get much for him. But Hansi Flick is getting. It looks like we're gonna spend big this summer because if we get the guys that are reporting to like Marino, who knows where Zubamendi is gonna go? Hansi Flick's got a squad, and I hope that they add a striker because I could see us needing one, you know. But the only question I say is not the number 10 position because whether Pedri or Olmo or Fermin Lopez or Gundogan plays there, we got options. The options that I don't know what's the best fit is the double pivot. And the reason why I have these two guys on the screen with Kimmich and Thiago is because that was Hansi Flick's double pivot. Yes, Goretzka was there. He was the ball winner. But also they had a lot of games with these two guys as the double pivot. And they won and they scored goals. So I don't know. Does this mean De Jong staying with this double pivot? Because this double pivot's not really that good defensively. It can get exposed on the counter, but maybe the with Flick's high pressing, it doesn't matter as much. And that's what a top manager should do. It should minimize the weaknesses of the team. And this is very interesting. The only sad part is that I don't know if Fermin Lopez, Frankie De Jong, or Gundogan will leave because I feel like they're the most likely to leave. In my opinion, it would be logical if Fermin Lopez or Gundogan actually left because Frankie De Jong is actually like the only prototype of a Regista CDM that we have. But hey, this is step one of being a super team, and it is to have a complete team with every profile so you can win any type of game. And that's what Hansi Flick's doing. That's what the board look like they're doing. And Jan Laporta and Deco look like they're finally getting to work. Now just work on some departures, finalize these deals. But without further more, subscribe, like, comment. I'll be making more videos hopefully. And support the channel. Peace.